Hello and welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show with your host, the Crypto Lifer. How you guys doing today? How's everyone feeling? Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Eddie DC making the movement move. I agree. Such a great day. What up, everybody? What up? Good day today. Aloha. Nice green screen. What's going on to everybody out there in the world? How's everybody doing? Love y'all. Love y'all. Aloha to you, my friends. Hope you're all doing well on this beautiful Monday morning, 1/1/1/21. The triple ones today on the ones. So, a lot has gone on today. A lot has gone on, right? Everyone's wondering what's going on. Is Bitcoin going to 20K? Is Bitcoin dumping? When? How fast? How long? How far? What is going on? Okay, I will show you. Now, number one, not going to say I called the pullback because that's not true. But if you watch my channel every day, I give you updates consistently. And number one, if you know how fast we went up without any, look, here we had a dump. We went all the way up to about 34K. We would dump to $27,000, right? From 34K, actually, did we hit? Yeah, from 35K to 27. That's a 25% drop. Here we go to 41K. Okay, we went to 41K, even almost 41.8, I believe, at the highest point of that move. Even if we go to 41.5, okay, 41,500. We times that by 0.25, and it gives us a $10,000 drop. So that's nothing. The drops will be bigger as the moves are made, you know. We went as low as 30,905. To me, that's about as low as the dips get during a bull run. 20 to 25% is really the biggest they get. I went through the bull run of 2017, and we really didn't have a pullback bigger than that. Now, what it did was it brought the 4-hour to the oversold regions, and the Stokes are resetting as well. It also did a great thing to the daily. The daily was overbought and extended. We needed to see that come back down. Honestly, we don't really get lower than 50 on the RSI, and right now we're sitting at 51. Chances of us getting lower than that, to me, aren't that high. Stokes have to come back down a little more. Will we go sideways on a bounce up, or will we continue this drop back to the 21-day moving average? We're also hitting the 21-day moving average on the daily. This is my indication, always good time to long, in my opinion. So I believe we're going to see a bounce. This is what I think. This is what I believe the chart conveys from all my years of trading, and we're going to go to 50K. Now, most people would say, "Oh, but yeah, I think it's going to take 2 weeks for this to play out, a week or two, for these numbers to kind of fall out." We went up so high, so high, so fast. I had a long position here. But as I tell you guys, always, this is why I only enter here at the bottom of the trend line. What is up with the latency lately? Like, there's something. No, that's all right. But, no, even there, the sideways movement is a little slow. Anyway, there was my stop loss right here in this box. So if you took a trade, or if you do take any trades through the group, you'll know that I'm never going to leave you hanging. You're never going to take a beating because you're only going to use 1% of your risk each time. And you would have just lost your tiny 1% here, like we always talk about. So I keep you protected regardless of the scenario with proper risk management. And now you'd have enough capital to decide what you want to do here. We're going to look for some bullish divergence as well. Let's take the 15-minute. And you see it already beginning in an elongated way. So you have swing down to swing down, very apparently, and you have swing up to swing up on the 15-minute chart right there. So there is your bullish divergence, establishing some type of bottom, telling you that there's some type of established bottom. We had it here too, though. There was some bullish divergence here, but it wasn't that great because you can see this is still slanted down. This is far more apparent to me. The long here, 31, coming back down from more, though. Interesting. We'll see what happens. Is this political? Is there bigger things moving on? Are there things behind the scenes that we don't know? Is this Trump-Biden? Is there something going down? You also see, look, shoulder, head, possible head and shoulders pattern, even though it's slanted. Even see it here, shoulder, head, shoulder, right? So that's something to think about. Look, shoulder, big head, shoulder. We're going to come down a little more. I personally would buy dips at this point. I wouldn't be trying to trade perfectly all the time. I would just be buying up these dips. You could see that the Bitcoin pairs didn't get hit as hard as you thought they would. Only down 4%. Look at Aave from its bottom here on January 8th, and it did not lose a lot, even on the 15-minute. You know, continuing to bounce up here. Let's look at the 4-hour on the Bitcoin chart. So you could see, like, we came up, we went sideways, and we're kind of holding these regions. Yeah, we did drop, obviously, because the market dropped, but we're holding these regions pretty well. So the Bitcoin pairs, to me, are saying, you know what? We've dropped enough. We're going to hold our value while Bitcoin plays games. You can see Aave is still very high. Starting to break 100 now. We're seeing a bit of a dump now. Now the dump is getting a little more real. Before it was like half. Now it's getting real. We were up here. Extra dumpage. Seems like we'll come all the way back down to the trend line at 86. Unbelievable to go all the way up to 130. I hope everybody took profits on these. I'm not going to say I took profits on every single coin I was in because some of them are long-term holds, but it's nice to take some profits. Like if you're holding 10 coins, maybe sell 3 of them. Sell 3 of them for some profits. Go back in on the lower ends, you know, because this was an extended area. I could show you why it was another good time to take profits also, because I show you guys targets all the time. And every time I show you a target, 9 out of 10 times, maybe even 100% of the time, the target is where the price actually always takes a bit of a dip. Always, 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 always. So let's take a look at total and total 2 and show you what's going on. We go over the DXY every day, man. Don't have to go. We'll go over it. So check it out. All the way back down to the 618 retracement here on which is very, 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 you know, makes complete sense. Back down to 200. Wow, that just flipped to 385. There's some issue there. That was weird. Back all the way down to $261 billion. Pretty weird, though, to see us go all the way, crack the 300, get all the way to 349. I thought those were confirmations that money was getting into the market. I really didn't think that people were just going to dump. Dump back into what? Into the U.S. dollar? Like, I guess they have it enough manipulated. They can pump the dollar. They got back into the dollar. They pumped that back up. Now they're gonna take advantage of every case scenario. But you could see the rich got back into the dollar last night when they sold Bitcoin. And what did that do? That pushed the dollar back up because they bought a lot of dollar bills. So for some reason, they felt it was good to hedge one more time or a couple more times. I guess they don't have the money they want. They want more money. So this came all the way back down to the 618. Also got wicked back up. Now, I showed you guys that my target for the entire market cap of crypto was 347, and we went to about 344. So we got really close to my target. We tend to get rejected at targets. Happens all the time. Let's take a look at total now. Total, which is the entire crypto space, right? Total market cap. And look, I had a target right here at about 1111 triple ones. We hit that target, and we dumped. Interesting, you know, so hitting targets, taking dumps, but this is what happens. I could show you multiple charts. We had one here, nice dump, here, nice dump. Continuation. All we're going to look for right now is hidden bullish divergence. If we get hidden bullish divergence, especially on the total market cap, it's telling us that the trend will continue. So right there we have swing low to swing low, which is in an uptrend. And then we have swing low to swing low, which is in a downtrend. That is hidden bullish divergence, and we're very low on the Stokes, probably about to reset. In my opinion, that's $848 billion, though. Amazing. When we ripped up through that area, I did think it was strange. I thought pull back at 800, pull back at 700. Would have been healthier had we pulled back from 800 back to 700 like we did here, from 600 back to 500. Down here, right? 600 back to about 591 million. We went all the way to high as 665. These little pullbacks were better. They were safer. This huge run-up did tell me that there had to have been a pullback coming. I wasn't sure how big, and I wasn't sure what was exactly going to happen. Sad yesterday, I finally took a day off from trading and like went to see an old friend and just relaxed. And that was the day that, as I'm at his house hanging out, of course, boom. Now Tesla hit my projected target here of 898 or 800 and, yeah, let's see what's going on. Can't see, man. So I have a projected target of about 900. We got as high as about 894, 884. Got really close. And how did I figure that out? Well, this is a rising wedge, and they break up only 68% of the time. Is it advisable to buy XRP? We'll take a look at XRP. Again, don't do anything I tell you to do. This isn't financial advice at all. This is completely for entertainment purposes only. Please, 16 people, 7 likes. Hit that like button, man. The more likes I get, it's like payment. Likes are currency. So if you want to help me out, all you have to do is hit that like button, man. Funny. Bitcoin bull run canceled. Massive dump. Interesting. That's some good clickbait. Theta back to 158. What a dump. Now it's choosing to dump out of this. Stop loss would have been right here. See? So you wouldn't have had to feel the dump. Now we're going to bounce off the 200-day moving average. Theta. Sushi. 352. Hitting this high. See, look, hitting my target. Every time something hits a target, look, there's my target again for sushi. Boom. And we drop. So take profits at the targets. Take profits at the targets is really what it says, man. If you see me make a target, it's a good place to take profits at the targets. Don't play yourself, you know? Like, we hit amazing places. We had such a nice run in the last few days. Perfect time, perfect opportunity to make some money. So, got to take advantage of these opportunities. You got to. And again, too, if you were like me and you began taking my advice when I decided to get in, like we got into Aave around 80, right? We got into Cardano, 8, 9, 10 cents. You know, we got into Algo, 30 cents, 29 cents area. We got into Band at $5 and $6, right? We got into DOT at about $5. Like, we were going, our channel as a group, we're all still up very nicely, even after a huge dip, because we've been just doing our thing. Bart Simpson patterns everywhere. Complete chaos. Dump city. Look at the dollar continuing to pump up a little bit, going all the way to 90.5. Did not see that happening, honestly. But we're hitting the 200-day moving average, usually a rejection point here. We'll see what happens, just like it's a holding point for Bitcoin. Let's take a look at XRP for a second. Ocean back to 34. Everything just coming back to its bowl, man. Everything. Thought it was a trend reversal and a big difference. And we got all the way to $1 trillion. This market has been way stranger than the last bull run. Way stranger almost. Like, literally pull your hair out, try to kill you type of bull market. The bull market is insane. Like, it's mentally taxing, I'll be honest. Nano had its all-time high recently. About its correction, what would be your projection? We'll take a look at that as well. But we're still bleeding here on the market caps. You know, 838 and 256, 258. We did get as low as about 255, but this is a dump, man. There's a chance we go. No one knows exactly where we're going, honestly. Nobody knows. The bull run is not over, though, in my opinion, and not even close. You know, this is just a regular pullback. 31,029. I'll show you the levels that we have here. So we're going to challenge 29,900. Obviously, it looks like we're going to have to come there. If we break 29,000, we go all the way back to 28.2, and then we have a big gap here, a big gap. Back to 25,000 and then back to 24. We break 24, we go back to 19,676, down to the 21 MA. I mean, when I went to the daily, we already did go to the 21 MA. We're right here. So we're right there. And that's usually where we bounce in a bull run. And you can clearly see, if I take you back through the market here, You know, bouncing, 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 bouncing. Came really close right here. Now we finally touched it. Whenever you're that far away from the 21, like, price always comes back to it. Like, it's like a magnet. So whenever you see yourself getting this far away from the 21, take profits. It's simple. Like, it's a no-brainer. If you just live by that over and over again, your life as a trader will be great. Look, it doesn't matter what it was. Look how far we got away from the 21-day moving average. Take profits. We snap back. I can show you almost every single coin, and it doesn't matter what it is. Take profits. We snap back to the 21. And you can see here, look, up here you should have taken profits. We snap back. Up here you should have taken profits. We snap back. Up here you should have taken profits. We snap back. It's always going to happen. Up here, you're away from the 21. We snap back. There's never a time in history that we don't snap back. Snap back to the 21-day moving average. It's just how life is. So if you just keep using this strategy and getting money whenever you're far away from the 21, it's simple. Like, you just keep it really simple. You could almost do nothing else. You could buy when you're away from the 21, and you could sell when you're away from the 21, and you're gonna snap back just like here, snap back. So now we want to see how far we can get from the 21-day moving average on, you know. So that's the idea too. Are we gonna go below it? In a bull run, we usually don't. So there's gonna be my line. I'm going to be watching that very, very closely. We break this line here and go below the 21-day, then there's chances we do test 25K. At that point, it looks like we'll snap back to it, and then we'll get a new kind of average region here where Bitcoin likes to be. But that's kind of my call for Bitcoin right now. Let's take a look at actual Bitcoin that's looking at dominance at the moment. No, this is Bitcoin, actually. Sorry about that. So weekly. The problem is, too, the weekly here is still extended. Starting to curve down, too. So the weekly wants to kind of reset. Let's look at the 2-week. The 2-week still overbought, right? In kind of bad territory, right? Here we had to retrace pretty bad. All the way from about 14K all the way back down. Well, let's see. Yeah, to the pandemic 35K, right? Are we looking for a black swan event? Is the world in shambles again? Let's take a look at the Dow, because the Dow I'm pretty sure is down as well. Hate to see the whole market's decoupling or coupling from each other, but let's take a look at the Dow. I've got the Dow inside of this rising channel here. 68% chance of a break to the downside if the Dow decides to do that. So it's not the healthiest place for the Dow to be. How's the stream today? Is it moving well? 68% chance of a break to the downside. It is. Okay, cool. Come on, kings and queens. What's going on, my friend? Crypto Don Juan. Check it out. Honestly, I didn't make a killing off this drop. I took 2 days off and went to hang out with family and friends. It was the first time I said I don't want to look at the charts anymore. It sucks, man. As a trader, it's like you have to look at the charts every day, because the one day to make money is the day that, like, you don't want to pay attention. But, like, I'm drained, man. 40, 50 days straight. You took a day off, and then you get pounded, man. Pavasai, man. What's going on, man? That's why this market is insane. That's why trading is, like, trading only for your money can actually, it can make you insane. I don't know how people do it. I had a job for, like, 4 or 5 years, and then I traded on the side. Now I've been trading for a year, and it's like my whole life depends on the market every day. It's, I'll be honest, it's not. It's like you're living in a roller coaster world, man. It's nice to go into a job and get a paycheck regardless of what the markets are doing, you know? When your whole life depends on how you short, how you long, and if your mind's not right, if you're tired that day, if you didn't sleep that night, it's just, trading for a living can be the most taxing thing in the world. I honestly don't think it's healthy or safe, honestly. But that's just my opinion. I think it's good for periods of time. Like, focus on it for 2 or 3 years and go bull runs, make your pay, and then go do something with your life. It's super hard to sleep trade in the crypto market. Also, 24/7 markets are unhealthy too, man. No lie. You know, go to hear my name. Good to hear my name from your name, man. Hope you're doing great. Pop on side, man. Anytime, man. I appreciate that, guys. Honestly, I need a lot of support lately, man. YouTube was giving me false strikes for no reason. They kicked me off for a week. I was going through a lot of pain, you know. It was just fighting to get my position back on YouTube. Look, now we get 14 people watching. We used to get 30, 25 every time we were up to 30 likes. But please hit that like button. Thank you very, very much. Really appreciate it. But making the movement move, man. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Thank you for telling me about the stream, Eddie DC. Appreciate that. Shout out to everyone on the live stream. Dehan Davinovich, XRP Muser, Elvis Chinadu, Arati, Stone1YGM. We'll go on that ETA. C Dollars. It's done. Sell. What a fuck. Excuse my language. I don't like saying that, but like I can't stand like closet bears, man. Yo, watching the big screen with a brand new crypto trader, my boy Roger. Welcome him to the crypto game. Shout out to Roger, man. Shout out to Roger, man. Today would be a great day to open your crypto account, because you open your crypto account today, it's a good chance you end up in gains within the next 3-4 weeks, right? You open your crypto account last week, it could have been tough. But you know what? It's good to be in the crypto regardless. It's still holding big gains that it held from the last week. So we just hit 30K, guys. Like, let's break it down. A lot of people are freaking out. Bitcoin's crashing. Bitcoin's dumping. Honestly, like, we shouldn't have went over $1 trillion as fast as we did. That surge was absolutely insane. It was a euphoric surge. And when you feel the euphoria of a surge like that, it tells you you're away from the 21-day moving average. You know, they go hand in hand, right? So, boom. But if you look at it, I mean, we were just at 31,000 on the 5th of January, right? So, just 8 days ago was the first day we really cracked 30,000, you know? So, come on now, you know? This could actually end up being like a giant pennant. Something like this. There's a chance. I mean, who knows? But this could end up being like a giant pennant. Alt T, I'm hitting Alt Y, that's why. We could just see some consolidation in this region until we explode, you know? So I'm all right with this, man. I'm all right with this. We really need, the bulls need to hold 29,006 though. Hard. This bounce here at 31,000, it's a big region. It's a big region. We'll take a fib retracement here on the 3-week as well. We'll try to give you like where a trader, you know, where do you think we could go? We'll go from that low, that pandemic low. Careful. We got all the strikes removed from my channel, guys. Every strike, it was all erroneous. So there is our top. Okay. Delete this tree. And now we look at the fib levels here. And where are we going to? Well, we'll hit the exact 382 fib level, in my opinion. Let's see. Make sure we're not keeping off a wick out of here. Might as well just get rid of all this stuff because it's negated. It's over. It didn't happen. That projection was not the best. So what I see what's coming down is the 0.5 Fibonacci level, which is 23,000. Yikes. And we can get into the golden pocket, which is 18,000 and 20,000. We can't negate it 100%. And also, we're on the 3-day. We still got to come to the 21-day moving average, even here on the 3-day. Could take a little while, maybe somewhere around here at 29,000. But everything here is kind of... You have my commitment here. Jose says, you have my commitment to you that I will give you a way to long the very bottom of each coin and short the very top. Just give me some time. Back testing some cool stuff here. He's been saying that for a week too. So that, and I'm not saying that means he's not doing it. It means he's been working on it thoroughly, and there's a good chance. There's also a good chance we bounce here really strong. There's a good indication that we could bounce here, guys, and get all the way back to all-time highs. So as bearish and bullish as most parties are, there's a chance that we bounce off of this level. We are hitting the 21-day moving average on the daily, which is a strong bounce area, honestly. We bounced off it right here, and the last time we came down all the way from 20,000, and we started to touch that 17.5 region. So You know what? And here we come again, testing the 21-day moving average. I'm also halfway through the pain already. You can see the pain comes through the white of the green and then the red. We do need a cross and some red. We needed the stochastics to turn up again. We'll see what happens. See what happens. Bitcoin's going to play that game, though. You know, let's see the 1 hour, how the 1 hour holds up. And also bullish divergence in the 1 hour. So we got bullish divergence right here. That's usually where I like to long a trade, right there on bullish divergence. Shout out to everyone on the live stream. Tariq Raza, 18 people, really love you. Make a killing using trading energy on the lower time frames. Made a killing using trade energy on the lower time frames. You did make a killing. That's awesome, man. I'm good to hear that. What were you trading? Were you trading futures, spot? How were you doing that? Yeah, let's take a look at this new we've been using this new indicator. It's been unbelievable. Trading energy. And check it out. When this line turns red, you long, you short. So see how this turned red? You short right now. When this turns green, you long. So it turned green, you would end up in here. Also, you get a blue B and a blue line. And it also gives you your stop loss. So you enter on the B or you enter on the blue line, depending if you miss it or not. Now, it also tracks the 21-day moving average as well. So you could see, or it tracks the 15-day moving average as well. And you can see when we finally hit it, like here's a bounce, break, we double bottomed. I see the bullish divergence here, man. I don't know. I believe that could have been the bottom here. We just bounced really hard off 30,000 and a half. A big wick there on the 1 hour. So we'll see what happens. We just went up $1,000. So you got in at 35, and that would have been kind of the call. But we'll see. We'll see. This hasn't put out a long signal yet on the 1 hour, right? So we got to see a trend reverse, sideways, come back up, and then this will position ourselves to a long trade. Yeah, I just wanted you to tell me how you started using that. Shout out to everyone on the live stream, getting up there with 19 people. Shout out to everyone. Trade Intuition Joe, my man. Tariq Raza, making the movement move. Stone 1 YGM, Red Dog Leader. Red Dog, my man. Making the movement move. BS Social Swap, Mohit Singla. His buddy Roger. We haven't forgot you, Roger. Pavan Sai, 007 MP5, Eddie DC, Crypto Don Juan, C Dollars, The Hater, Arati, Elvis Chinadu, XRP Muser, and Dehan Davinovich. Trading 5x leverage on Zen. Bro, thank you since you said on your stream. Awesome, man. Made a killing using trading energy on the lower time frames. It's pretty sick, man. You guys are using indicators that we talk about. And look at this bounce, man. 31.6. And this could become a run-up like we've never seen. Restore all faith. V-shaped recovery. Right back into the movement. Hey, it won't be the first time. So let me show you what I see is what is possible. I'm always giving you guys possible scenarios. So you're ready for anything. Don't listen to those people who tell you, oh, Bitcoin going down. I know for sure. I hear that nonsense a lot. Are we going to V-shape recovery? There's a chance we bounce ourselves right back into position. Just boom, 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 boom. 2-3 days from now, we're right back up into 40K area. So I think that's probable. Where are you going to go? What asset are you going to go in? Gold's not as good as Bitcoin right now. So what are you going to go hold some gold? Can't do that. Bonds are sketchy. So you'll get into some government bonds right now. Not a good look. Real estate actually is kind of in slightly a bubble. And there's a lot of people that may or may not be able to pay their rent. That could be some, like, you know, there's a bit of indecision there. You may want to hold off on your next real estate purchase. So you got that. There's a lot of things going on that I think, I'm trying to say, what is your alternative to holding Bitcoin? So you're going to dump Bitcoin all the way to 19K, you know? Shout out to Mob and Crypto, man. Thank you so much for that. Oh, love that. Love that. I'm going to get back in the gym today. I'm going hard, man. I'm going to go hard. I'm not going to let this isolation and depression take over, man, because it does. It does. Shout out to you guys. If you've been home a lot, if you've been isolated, put a Y in the comment section below. If you're feeling isolated, if you're feeling like you've been more depressed this year than ever, because I've been fighting through the isolation, honestly, and I'm going to admit that. Another reason why I made this channel was to connect, keep myself healthy, keep myself abreast of, you know, just social interaction, man. You know, I barely know how to shake someone's hand now, right? I barely know how to shake someone's hand at this point. Yesterday was the first time I shook someone's hand in a year, dude. Can you believe that? Like, I was at a friend's house. A guy came over. They were like, dude, we don't hang out a lot of people. You don't hang around a lot of people. Like, we had a normal day. We played a board game. You know, I met some new people, shook their hand, you know, like, acted normal. Yeah. Yeah. So, and then when I went to shake his hand, I was just like, oh, you shake people's hand again? Like, it was like, yeah, we can't, there's nothing to do here, man. There's no place to go. Number one, my wife is pregnant. So I have a pregnant wife at home. If I didn't have a pregnant wife, I probably would go some places, but I have a pregnant wife at home, man. You know, so when you have a pregnant wife at home, you can't just go out and do whatever you want, man. Like, it doesn't work like that. BS social swap, you should go out more. You're 18, you know. What I'm just trying to say is, you know, yeah, it's way different, man. And then I can't go out because what if I bring the virus home to my pregnant wife and get her sick? So it's kind of like I'm always, you know, if it was just me, dude, if I was an 18-year-old guy living by myself, man, I wouldn't even care about this virus. I would go do me. Seriously. Cerveza sickness is what we call it here. So you don't have to get, you know, deal with any of the nonsense. Anyway, I just wanted to bring that up, man. Stay positive. Even I, who seems super positive and confident every day on the stream, even I, man, even this morning, I almost couldn't stream. I was like, damn, man, like, Bitcoin's down, everything's down, the world is on me. It just like felt like we were in a, you know, it's a gray day. We don't have a lot of sunlight. Look at BAN, man. BAN went all the way to 11 and hit my target here. Look what the target was here. And how did I get the target? I just pulled this pole, put it right there. Boom. Sell at the targets, my friends. Please. Please. Boom. Unbelievable. Never thought I'd see BAN back at 7 after it went all the way to 11. I thought it would start really holding hard levels. Buff, weird food desires. Yeah, my wife, yeah. She's been good, though, because she has gestational diabetes on top of that. Some women get that. About 15 to 20% of women get diabetes during their trimester, like during holding the baby. And she basically can't eat a lot of stuff. She has to be really careful what she eats. She has to exercise every night before she goes to bed to keep her blood sugar low. This is shout out to her because this morning her blood sugar was 99. Look, I was in the clubs from April every Friday, Saturday with hundreds of people around me and never got the damn. Yeah, I agree, man. I wonder, man. I wonder if they're giving it. I don't want to get into it. I can't get into it. You know why, but which is sad. We can't have discourse, and that's also not what the channel's for. But we're all going through this together. So regardless of whether you're trading, living, this is life, man. This is life. Now, 1 hour though. Look, swing low. The swing low on BAN. We take the swing low to swing low. We still have hidden bullish divergence, my friends. Hidden bullish tells me the trend will continue. Because of the hidden bullish I'm seeing, it's starting to make, and I'm seeing it in you know, we've saw it 2 times now, and I know that means it's prevalent throughout multiple different charts and different places, making me wonder here, is a bounce imminent? PMing you a video to lift your spirits. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Send it into the Telegram, man. I appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. Yeah, and today, one of my subscribers, I want to call him out. I'm not going to say who it is, but one of my subscribers, you know, we were setting up for a tutoring session, and he said, you know, I'm sorry for the no-show. My dad just passed away days before Christmas. It's all good. In a sense, I know that life here is just a boot camp for bigger things yet to come. And no, I'm not religious. It said, you know, whatever. And then he even said some cool thing about the live stream to help me look at wisestats.net. He said, also, check out the Wise site with some nice info on how to long people stake so you can predict some sell-off on these days. Cheers, and keep up the good work with your Crypto Lifer streams. Oh, that's interesting. We can see where the stakes are. So when the stakes leave, we can tell when they're probably gonna sell. That's interesting. Interesting. Huh. Get 10% more shares. Staking Wise. Wise at 53 cents, up from that 23 buy-in that we got into. So a little under the 5x. We did get all the way up to like 89. This says 77 on the Wise chart. So pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Getting FaceTime to wonder who it is. Oh, my sister. So sorry. I'm just live right now. But yeah. No. Did you see it anywhere? Possibly, No,
that's why I wanted. I can show you everywhere.
Yeah, nowhere, right? This is weird, man.
Not in your car. It's not in the garage somewhere, you think?
I have no idea. It's not in the cabinets underneath the sink?
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pulling everything out.
It's not in the damn, man. Yeah. I thought it was in the far left one, the corner one there, but no.
Like, it wouldn't be like really hidden.
Yeah, it wouldn't be like, it wouldn't make any
It would just
sense.
be like thrown in.
This thing disappeared like a few months back, and now I realize I can't find it.
With your Osmo?
Yeah, with my Osmo. Weird. All right, I'll call you right back. I'll be off soon. I'll call you right back. I'll be off soon.
Okay, bye.
All right, thank you. All right, cool. Sorry about that, guys. I've been missing this bag for a while. What's going on? What's up, Wrenchy? Solo. I knew the drill, bro. Not only do I have a daughter, but I also have my parents are both obstetricians and gynecologists. Wow. Yep. Oh yeah, so my wife is dealing with the gestational diabetes, man, and it's been hard on us all. Look at Bitcoin Cash, man. It was just a 300 went all the way up to 610 to tank. I just don't get why you would why prices go up so high just to tank them down. Like, we're seeing a major sell-off now. Honestly, band break $7. That almost negates. Soon will negate the hidden bullish divergence. Wow, this is a dump. Now I'm even getting into the dump, man. This is just dump city. Like, wow. We'll check Solo. Why not? We'll look at Solo for Mohit and see what he's talking about here. Thought it should be in here. I guess it's not. We'll add it. SOLO. Solo. Okay. Wow. Solo looks great. That's what you want to see is consolidation in a bowl. I mean, unbelievable, right? As long as the market structure of the Dow stays strong, wow, this thing is going to fly. This thing is going to fly. Whenever you can put something in a bowl like this, unbelievable, right? And that's what's crazy is all the altcoins were in these beautiful consolidation bowls. Like, it's like we got faked out by long-term technical analysis too. It's like you have to understand this stuff and really know it. And they still duped it. They duped us with the TA. It's just nuts. It's truly nuts, man. So anyway, Solo in this rounded bottom, what it's going to do is it's going to probably make somewhat of a cup and handle eventually. But this is accumulation. And this is where you want to accumulate anything. This is market structure for what's called a Wyckoff accumulation, up, down, and patterns. You want to buy the bottom. That would have been the buy with the bottom on the 200-day moving average. We pumped all the way back up to 7. Let's see what we're doing here on the MACD. MACD just had a cross. We have some room to go. So looking bullish so far on the MACD. 4 hours also looking slightly bullish, but has a lack of momentum. Has a lack of momentum there. We crossed up, but really didn't get where we needed to go. Interesting. We could, but you know what? We're still pushed up and we still have room to go. So not saying that it can't keep moving. It's in this channel as well. You can say it's trying to break out of this somewhat of a pennant. It's a bear pennant though, because it comes in from the top. Falling wedge slightly. We're breaking up. Let me give you your short-term target. Just take the length of the back end here. Slide it over here. That will also coincide with this area, which is previous resistance, where I showed you guys always take profits at previous resistance. It's pretty simple, right? So boom, there we go. %42 gains coming out of Solo just in the immediate short term. If this can happen next like 2 to 3, 4 weeks, wow, Solo chart looks really nice, man. Nice call, Mel. Yeah, it's consolidating beautifully here. Also, I see a bit of a double bottom, which is another sign. Look, bottom and another bottom here. That's a W. The W should go back up here like so. So you got a double bottom. You bullish on the 1 hour and the 4 hour. Let's take a look at the daily for you. Daily's about to have a cross, so I'm 100% bullish on this. This is actually, wow. I give ratings 1 out of 10. This is like an 8.5. So I really like Solo here. Unbelievable, actually. Not really hitting market sentiment too, up 5%, while the Dow's down 77 points. Dow bouncing back now a little bit too. Still bullish on the Dow too, as long as the Dow stays in this bull flag, means it can pump out of this rising wedge and continue its way up. So nothing wrong with the Dow, actually. Still looking completely healthy, in my opinion. 31,000 strong, so that's in our favor. And Solo's looking unbelievable. Look, the daily cross is coming. I mean, has a double bottom. It's consolidated in a bull, has a daily cross coming, and it's also very bullish as it's moving up. So yeah, this thing looks like it's going to continue its upward trend line. And again, do we have even some hidden bullish divergence possibly? No, we don't. Not on the daily. Let's see. Let's go back though to the 4 hour and see if we can catch some. Yeah, a little bit there. Nah, not really. No, we don't. Any bullish divergence on this line here though? Let's go back into like the 7 minute. Take a look at the end of that trend line. Not really. 5 minute. There it is. There's some bullish divergence in a way. There's a high spike up, and that's more flat line. So to me, that's a little bit of bullish divergence. And there's a little bit right there. I'll show you, because we had swing low to swing low here. Hard to find, but I caught it. And then we have swing up to swing up on this tiny. See how it's a small little area. Let me get rid of this. That's bouncing in my way. This is what you want right here. See that? That swings up on 2 swings. 1, 2. I'll zoom in to show you what I'm saying. Swing up. Okay. But the price swings down. That tells you that price will continue up with divergence. And look, it did. That's a nice place to get in at 660 up to 717. So unbelievable. I just wanted to give a moment of silence to my man's father right now. So I'm going to take that respect, and I'm going to count in my head about 30 seconds. I'm going to say a prayer and hope that man is traveling the ether where he needs to be. So moment of silence right now out of respect. You can do the same if you want. Turn off we'll turn off the music. True moment of silence out of respect for one of my subscribers losing their father. Amen. I can only imagine the day comes when I lose my parents, man. And shout out to you for going through it. And thank you for even adding something positive to the channel, man. I appreciate it. And thank you for sharing that information with me. It's a little personal, and that means a lot to me that you would share that info. So there you go. Struggling, man. Everything is struggling right now to hold its base. A lot of panic sellers, man. People love to panic sell. I think people like panic selling more than anything else. Band starting to get a bounce here. We see bullish divergence on band right now on the 5 minute, right? Swing low to swing low. And then we have a swing high to swing high. Solo looks amazing, Roger. Shout out to Roger on Solo. Nice call, Roger. Looks unbelievable. So thanks for bringing that to the table. Yeah, pretty simple. Shout out to everyone on the live stream today. 24 likes, 22 people watching. We're getting back up to the momentum, man. I appreciate that. And there's that one dislike like we always get. I don't get it. I really don't understand. But hey, doesn't matter what you do, I guess, or how good you are. There's always going to be someone hating on you. Like, you could literally give your right arm to charity, and someone will say, well, you didn't give your left arm, you know. I don't get it. I don't get it. All right, so let's take a look at total and total 2, and let's just see where we're headed. What is it? What it looks like we're going to do in the bigger picture, right? Okay, let's go and look at the 3-day on this. Hit the auto button. Show me what we got. Okay. So total, man. It comes and breaks its all-time high here at 77. Unbelievable, right? Great job. It soars, not as much as Bitcoin soared, but it soared well. But that is a red engulfing candle. I mean, it engulfs 2 candles on the 3-day. Horrible. Horrible. That's an engulfing candle. That leads to trend reversal. I cannot be more bearish on that. Yeah, red engulf. So you can fit this candle in that candle. Red engulfing. We can fit a candle inside a candle. Even here, it wasn't perfect, but downtrend, you know. Here it wasn't perfect. Here you can fit it in. Look, boom, and it starts the downtrend. You can see it in other places in the chart. Here's another one. Starts a little bit of a downtrend. We fought it through it, though. Only thing we have here is this 21-day moving average holding us. If someone dislikes you, it means you're doing a good job, bro. When everyone likes something, it's the point when I get suspicious. Trust me. Good job, bro. Yo, it's so funny you said that. It's so funny you just said that. Because I had a friend post something, and he was like saying basically, like, he basically, number one, even the word conspiracy theory was created by people who didn't want you to know things. So the second you go around someone who uses the word conspiracy theory, you know they're an ignorant person. And I can prove this because, number one, you'd have to look up where that word came from. Where did the word come from? Who started using the word? Where did... See, whenever you use something, you should find out where it came from. Because you're using something and you don't know the origins of it. That makes you ignorant, right? So, and then look, there's a conspiracy. Look, there's a conspiracy. This is funny. But there's a conspiracy that the CIA invented the term conspiracy theory. Conspiracy theories have long history, but the actual term conspiracy theory emerged much more recently. It's only a few decades ago that the term took on the derogatory connotation it has today, where to call someone a conspiracy theorist functions as an insult. It may not come as no surprise, but there are even conspiracy theories about the origins of the label. This conspiracy theory claims that the CIA invented the term in 1967 to disqualify those who question the official version of JFK's assassination and double his killer Lee Harvey Oswald had acted alone, you know. So it gets deep, you know, and you can actually go deep into the research of that. But someone coined that term. Someone coined that phrase. And so that phrase was then given to you to use over and over again to label somebody. It's a labeling phrase, right? So when someone uses the term, they're probably I'm not going to claim that they might be a really smart person. Just because they do one thing doesn't make them ignorant. But when someone uses that term, they may not fully understand what they're saying. So you may have to just kind of like let them relax because you're like, he doesn't know what he's talking about. So, and two, another thing too is, if you looked at the majority of the population, most people would point at someone and call them a conspiracy theorist. So. And when I looked at something earlier today, I said something to my friends in a chat, and I just want to bring it up because it's about Bitcoin. It is on topic because it's the reason why we all got into cryptocurrency in the first place, you know? So I said, think about what I'm saying. Now, throughout history, go look at history, the Romans, right? What did Rome do? They used to put people in a Colosseum, and then they would actually have gladiators kill each other, and they'd throw people to the lions. He threw Christians to the lions, the Roman emperors, right? The masses sat there and watched that and let that happen. Look at Nazi Germany, Hitler. The masses sat there and let the pain in the prison camps go on. Being a part of the masses has never been a good idea. When you're in a group of mass people, usually they don't know the truth. So right now, there's a mass group of people that think one thing. It's usually not the truth in both aspects of life. So if you're in a group of people, preferably millions, like, so if millions of people believe something, there's a high probability that it's actually not true. And I know that kind of is counterintuitive because you'd be like, wait, everyone believes that when the light turns green and red, we go through it. Yeah, these are obvious things. But when everyone believes, like right now, most people don't test the water in their house. You know, most people don't. But someone who's super smart knows to use a water filter. Like anyone who's educated and does the research knows to use a water filter. You know, and honestly, so what I'm trying to tell you is most people aren't doing the right thing. Most people are going to McDonald's. Most people are letting their kids play video games. Most people are not doing the right thing. So if you're following the masses, there's a chance you're unhealthy. There's a chance you're uneducated. And there's a chance you don't do any research. So that's all I got to say. Can you explain the one candle fitting into another theory? Yeah, it's called an engulfing candle. So what you want to do is you want to Google bearish engulfing. Bearish engulfing candle, okay? And you're going to look at it. Everything I show you guys, you can go to Investopedia and learn so much, right? But what is a bearish engulfing pattern? A bearish engulfing pattern is a technical chart pattern that signals lower prices to come. The pattern consists of white or green candlestick followed by a large down red candlestick that eclipses or engulfs the smaller up candle. The pattern can be important because it shows sellers have overtaken the buyers and are pushing the price more aggressively down than the buyers were able to push it up. See? Why does the bearish engulfing pattern tell you? It tells you it is seen at the end of an upward price movement, and it's marked by the first candle of upward momentum being overtaken or engulfed by a larger second candle. Just take a look here. So here is a green candle, but it gets engulfed by the black candle, a red candle. No good. Price goes down. Here it is again. 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 Look, this green can be price goes down. Okay. Price can still go down without it. It's just an indication that price could go down. Seeing a bounce now. I'm just watching this market cap hold $800 billion. I cannot believe they wiped $200 billion out of the market cap like that in a day. In a day. They built it all the way up. It took weeks. And one day they took back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 8 days of growth. They took back in literally probably hours. Hours. So you have long-term holders, people that were waiting to get in, people getting in. But you could tell this is a highly manipulated market. Now, my thing was this, though. Why would billionaires get in if they knew that the price was this volatile? To me, I guess they don't care. They just figured it's better than the dollar at this point, right? Battling 30,000. Battling 30,000. I do feel more bearish than bullish at this point, honestly. You know, I'm not selling any Bitcoin, I'll tell you that right now, but I do feel more bearish than bullish at the moment. At the moment, I'm hoping that this bullish divergence right here will be the catalyst up out of here. See this 7-minute bullish divergence. Let's fall down here. Yeah, man, Google is amazing. Like, Google anything I say, and it's like Investopedia is unbelievable. Like, Adam back to $5 even? Like, not like gonna go below into the 4s again? Like, Adam was just all the way back to 7. It was in a cup and handle. Like, this is crazy to me, man. It's a mind challenge, really. Like, it's like, because if you build a story, it makes no sense. The patterns make no sense. Like, I guess this is a retest. Coming up and retesting the top trend line. We'll give it that. That's the only thing that makes sense to me now. Beware of the Tether scam in January. Yeah, I know, right? Tether's news, all this. They're just trying to hit us with news, man. Let's see what they're doing. They probably jumped on the bandwagon now. Bitcoin's dead. And look, Bitcoin just jumped $700 out of nowhere. It's absolutely crazy. I really thought we were going to 43, 47K before a bigger pullback down to 40K. I thought we'd use 40K as our pivot point. So I'm a little like, wow. Some big news for Elrond. I want to talk about that. I'm really happy that I'm holding Elrond long. EGLD. I think it's going to disrupt and make many a millionaire. So watch for EGLD, man. Bitcoin heading towards key support levels at 28K while the dollar gains strength. Bitcoin prices turned bearish on the lower time frames, with BTC falling by more than 13% in 24 hours. At the time of reporting, the sellers seem to be dominating the price movement in the lower time frames, and all eyes now towards key support at $28,000. The dollar seems to be gaining momentum as the price recovers from its recent downfall. The top cryptocurrency is trading at 34,753. Yeah, not even close anymore. Liquidated long on XBT sell 73,000 at 33. Double kills. Satoshi didn't die for this. Funny. Bitcoin's net support is 28,000. Top cryptocurrency fails to hold position above 30K. U.S. institutions in Wales help Bitcoin overcome current turmoil. Today's market correction marks the highest plunge in a day for Bitcoin, just weeks after registering a similar rash of nearly 5,000. Many now hope for the U.S. market to revive the price, as has been the case during the ongoing bull run. U.S.-based institutions are seen actively buying Bitcoin, especially on Monday, post the two-day weekend leading into a boost in the Bitcoin market price. In the past couple days, a rivalry of sort between Asian whales and U.S. whales was observed, where Asian whales were seen dumping huge loads of Bitcoin at a premium price, leading to a dip, which is then followed by U.S. whales buying the dip overnight, recovering the losses incurred by the Bitcoin during the Asian session. Asia loves to dump, man, on us. I remember every morning waking up to the Asia dump. Amid correction, Bitcoin on-chain fundamentals remain strong. Smaller whales accumulate. So Bitcoin has entered its first sharp correction of 2021 after a solid price rally last week. The last correction comes as the overall crypto market seems to be in a bloodbath, with valuations slipping below the $1 trillion mark. I didn't think we would break $1 trillion once we got through it. I thought that would become like this kind of level where like the whole world would be like, wow, we're a new asset class. Guess I was wrong, man. As press time, Bitcoin is down 12.9%, trading at 34,000 with a market cap of 636 billion. In a single day, the world's largest cryptocurrency has eroded more than 100 billion worth of investors' wealth. As per on-chain data provided by Glassnode, the Bitcoin hash rate mining difficulty are at an all-time high. This indicates good network strength and strong security for the Bitcoin blockchain. Bitcoin is the most secure network in the world. No one talks about that. It doesn't even need to be a currency for it to hold, like, you know, to be kind of a Hall of Famer. You know, Bitcoin and altcoins struggle to recover and keep key uptrend support intact. After a sharp downside correction, Bitcoin price found support at 32.5. No, it did not. No, it did not. Just want to see where it's at now. $31.5 now, coming back up strong. Keeps playing this game now. It's in a range. Let's take the 1 minute. It seems to be ranging now on the 1 minute. See this? This is the 1 minute now. Seem to have double bottomed here. See the double bottom here on the 1 minute? It did it here too, though. Came up and continued to dump, so we could get back up. Looks like we'll test 34K to see what it really wants to do. Come back to 34K and we'll find a test. Either 34K or 33.7 is in the cards. Doesn't mean it's the overall break of the downtrend. Just means it's kind of a spurt up to see if it can hold support levels, break above them, or continue to dump. So as a strong decline over 5,000, Bitcoin price found support at 32.5. No, it didn't. 32, yeah. Miami mayor meets with Elrond CEO after Bitcoin treasury discussion. Miami Mayor Francis Suarez sat down with Elrond founder and CEO Benjamin Minku. They discussed how blockchain technology could benefit the city and its residents. This meeting follows a conversation between Mayor Suarez and Anthony Pompliano on Twitter about Miami introducing Bitcoin to its treasury reserve. Want to know more? It seems Anthony Pompliano may have influenced another high-profile person to embrace crypto. Miami Mayor Francis Suarez sat down with Elrond founder and CEO Benjamin Minku. Pomp and Mayor Suarez have a brief discussion on Twitter about utilizing Bitcoin as part of its treasury reserve, something the mayor said he was definitely open to. Perhaps an in-person meeting signifies an even higher level of interest. On Friday, I met with Mayor of Miami to have a discussion about the multi-trillion-dollar opportunity in blockchain/crypto and how Elrond can help Miami seize this opportunity. To make the most of the opportunity, I've suggested two things Mayor Francis could do to position Miami for strong tailwind adoption and friendly regulation, a strategic collaboration with an internet-scale blockchain platform, hence our discussion about Elrond. It appears the two have a deeper discussion compared with the pleasantries that may be expected from a high-tech platform and a politician. They discussed actionable changes that the city of Miami could take advantage of by working with cryptocurrency-based projects and organization. On Friday, I met with the mayor of Miami to have a discussion about This is awesome. This is awesome. This is awesome. I also like that I'm heavily invested in Elrond, and I see it making moves in politics. Pretty interesting. Also, if Miami starts to adopt Bitcoin in their treasury, how many states will do that? And then how could the price just explode? You see? Excellent. 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 Is doing an exceptional job at attracting tech talent to Miami, and he has set a powerful snowball in motion. Tech founders and politicians from around the world are watching closely. With enough traction, these efforts will reshape the future of his city. Beyond the general tech sense, I believe blockchain crypto is perhaps the most impactful societal trend unfolding at the moment, bound to reimagine our money and our global financial system, making it digital, high bandwidth, and universally accessible. To make the most of this opportunity, I've suggested two things Mayor Francis could do to position Miami for strong tailwind adoption: friendly regulation and a strategic collaboration with an internet-scale blockchain. Hence our discussion about Elrond. To be clear, Elrond is complementary to Bitcoin and Ethereum. In fact, Elrond is the ultimate internet-scale blockchain, being able to scale both Visa levels in bandwidth with trivial transaction costs and offering a great dev experience, all live and available today. To accelerate blockchain crypto adoption in Miami, Elrond could contribute in three ways: offering a scalable platform to build on, financing key blockchain founders for Miami, and building cool products people love. Strategic guidance in key matters related to blockchain and crypto. Imagine a modern-day city run on a free, independent blockchain through which citizens as free people can build the future of democracy and capitalism. The future is transparent, enabling creative and open to anyone. Be bold, because fortune favors the bold. It does. Favors the brave, favors the bold. That's one of my number one things. Fortune favors the bold, favors the brave. Miami Mayor meets with Elrond CEO. I love it. I love it. Great news. Have you looked at Keeper? I have. I'm really bullish on Keeper. I think it's an amazing project. I do. It's official. Bitcoin futures platform backed, going public at $2.1 billion valuation. The Bitcoin futures platform, launched in 2018 by Intercontinental Exchange, has entered into a definitive agreement for business cooperation that will lead to becoming a publicly traded company with an enterprise value of over $2 billion. The company also has appointed a new CEO. So backed, going public. Bitcoin crashes 28% to 30K. Can the bloodbath stop here? The price of Bitcoin took a tumble today after dropping almost 25% in the past 24 hours alone, and almost 30% from the all-time high. That was set last Friday at 42K. Over the past 14 hours, Bitcoin dropped by a total of 7,400 after following a breakdown of the marked descending triangle 4-hour chart, which has been predicted in our yesterday's analysis. Bitcoin dropped severely to 37 as the current low, according to Bitstamp. Typically, this type of pullback is necessary after a parabolic bullish move. There was no significant correction of over 25% since Bitcoin broke the 2017 high a month ago. Yeah, so it's just like, short-term price support and resistance levels to watch: 23, 32.5, 37, 30,000, 29.6, and 27. We do have to break 30K, honestly, until we get super bearish. And we bounced off it pretty well right now at 31,600. Actually did a really beautiful bounce at the double bottom here. Seemed to find some support at 30,400. Already would have been up on a futures trade if you took it. Would have made a killing. So, hey, Bitcoin prepares to paint its largest daily candle in history, and it's bearish. Bitcoin price is trading over at 33,000 at the time of writing this, but that's nearly 9,000 away from its high. Honestly, you could say it, but that's because Bitcoin is also so big in price, so it's going to swing bigger, right? What do you think about Cardano? I love Cardano. I hold bags of Cardano. Yeah. Bakkt plans to have 18 million users in 2022. Announces post-merger valuation. Yeah, we looked at that. They're going to go public. $2 billion market. Michigan governor receives threatening letter demanding Bitcoin ransom. Gretchen Whitmer, governor of Michigan, received a threatening letter demanding $2 million in Bitcoin ransom for the safety of the state employees. That's kind of shady. This is really scary, guys. The letter was sent from an Indiana-based address. Police reported after an investigation. The threatening letter to the governor comes just months after a plot to, I won't even say it, was hedged by right-wing activists. Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer received a letter last month stating state employees would, DI, you see that, right? Unless anonymous sender receives $2 million in Bitcoin by January 25th. The Michigan State Police started the investigation right after its discovery back in December, and December end after contacting the intelligence department at the state, and ultimately found this letter to be non-credible. The Michigan State takes very seriously any threats made against elected officials. Upon being notified of this letter, the executive office in mid-December, we looked into it. Part of the review included consulting with the Michigan Intelligence Operations. It was determined not to be a credible threat. How do they know that? How would they know it's not credible? Like, that's interesting. The law and orders situation in the U.S. after the president election is quite alarming. The most recent being protesters trying to barge into the Capitol Hill while Congress was counting to certify the presidential election. The threat against the Michigan governor, although now proven incredible, coming within 3 months of her kidnapping ploy, is quite an example of the state's current law and order situation. Amid rising tensions, Bitcoin and the share market both looked unfazed to climb to new highs, but now have started to show bearish signs. So, anyway, that's kind of weird, right? She gets contacted like that. Hey, guys, let's talk about some coins. Let's do a coin talk. You want to talk about Cardano? Let's talk about different projects and why they're valuable. On a day like today, a red day is a good day to accumulate. So what would help you guys is to see, hey, where should you put your money on a day like a dip? They always tell you to buy the dips, right? Okay, so we got a dip. Now you want to do some fundamental research and understand what dips you should buy and why. What's going on? Well, Cardano, man. Wow, 23 cents, man. Cardano, man. Really? You guys, man. I love Cardano. Number one, created by the founder of Ethereum, Charles Hoskinson, one of the smartest men you'd ever meet in your life. Compassionate, intelligent, great guy. Nothing more. I've met him personally. I actually have an interview with him on my channel if you go back through the videos. So Cardano, okay? So Cardano, why do I like Cardano? I did a video on Cardano. And my video, I talked about how they have a deal with the African government. One of the only coins that's been looking at Africa and realizing how unbanked it is and realizing that Africa was really the gold mine for a cryptocurrency, because you want decentralized applications. You got to go to a place where most people are still not organized properly and then organize them from the ground up with blockchain. And that's how Africa's looking right now. You have a lot of tribes, a lot of different spaces, a lot of different people. The economy kind of is on a fringe in some areas where it's stronger in others. It needs to be combined. It needs to be brought together. We need to unbank the unbanked. There's many people there with no bank accounts, but they can get a cell phone with a Bitcoin address or a Cardano address, and they could actually start doing business and commerce. They could be inside of the DeFi space. They could learn. They could lend. They could sell. They could create contracts. They could create. They could lend their money out to other people. They could yield. They could farm. So many things could come to Africa. So if you even Google it, if you Google Cardano and Africa and type in 5.6 trillion, right? Cardano to receive $5.6 trillion from Africa in liquid assets. Okay. Let me go over this for you. It's taking a while for this to load. What's going on with the internet, man? Come on. I pay for like high-end Verizon business internet. I get a gig in and out, man. Like, this is crazy. Africa is the future of DeFi, argues Cardano Charles Hawkinson. The CEO of Cardano develops IOHK sees a promising path towards DeFi adoption throughout the world's second most populous continent. And one of his frequent YouTube missives to his following, CEO of IOHK developers, Charles Hawkinson, revealed the company's long-term development focus will hinge on Africa, going so far as to say the world's second most populous continent might be the future for decentralized finance development. We ask ourselves, who will be the consumers of DeFi? Who will be in need of identity systems and payment systems and new ways of representing equities? Will it be the ossified, the highly regulated markets of the Western world, which are invitation only? Or will it be the agile, nimble countries of Africa, Southeast Asia, who have no incumbencies and are desperate to compete and thus are open and friendly to retooling and ideas? Given that the human capital, physical capital, and economics are all moving in the right direction, it is my belief that Africa will be the most promising economic environment in the next 10 years. So if you know that that's going to be something and you want to make an investment to capitalize on that, Cardano is your key. Okay. VeChain. I really want to get into VeChain. Nice time to get into some VeChain as things start to bounce a little bit here. A little bit of a bounce. Testing that 30,000 region again though. Not doing great. But now we're in a falling wedge, guys, right? With a 68% chance of break to the upside. So what must go down must come up and vice versa. So boom. There's your falling wedge. Could break to the upside, right? Waiting for that divergence. We'll see if we get a bounce, but we're going to watch for that. And if it does break out, its target is basically right back to 40K. So we could remain bullish in that aspect as well. So that, because that is a bullish pattern. And we're getting oversold. And we're resetting on the MACD. So everything on the 4 hours telling us, you know what? It must be good. A slight trend change in this area. Will we double bottom here? We've been doing a lot of those. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, biggest correction we've seen, though, in a long time. Huge red candle. Huge red candle. Actually, I think the biggest candle, they say the biggest candle Bitcoin's ever seen in its life. And it had to be red, huh? Opened at 38,000. High was 38,264. The low was 30,004, and we're now at 31,3. It's bouncing fast, though. Look, it's swinging like $700 a second. Like, it's kind of insane. Hard to trade futures right now. How to trade anything right now? Because, look, it was 38, then it's back down. In the last minute, it just bounced off 30,009, back up $300 in literally a minute. So don't you do it. Don't you do it. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so I like VeChain. I think it's something you definitely want to scoop up and grab up. 28 likes, guys. You guys are amazing, man. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Crypto auction, making the move. Arati, beware of the tether scam in January. Yep. SH, Ola. Yeah. Stone 1 GTM. ETH TA. You want TA on ETH? Let's give it a look. You want the ETH Bitcoin pair? Or you want to see what it costs USD to DETH wise? Wow, ETH taking a pounding. ETH taking an absolute pounding. Honestly, like. But it's, finding some solidarity here at $916. I can't believe that, though. Jesus, ETH. Like. So, yeah, this is the USDT pair on ETH. Let's take a look at it on the daily. It's going to have an engulfing candle like you. Wow, that's one of the biggest. Dude, what a bunch of panic sellers, man. This is why you can't leave the greedy, man. Look at the greedy. And how many people sold their ETH off? I guess people jumped in at 11 and they were like, well, I'm not going to be down much more, so I might as well get out now. That is a bearish engulfing candle like I've never seen. You can engulf 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles. I just see something this bearish is going to take us some time to get out of. Like I can't see this. I can't see us bouncing back in a couple days. Like, I feel like we're going to have to kind of play games here in this region. Only thing I could call out here is we have swing low to swing high here so far, which is a high trend. And we have swing low to swing low here, which is very close to getting into a downtrend. We're like right there. One more down and we're down. So we get down there on the RSI, we will get hidden bullish divergence established. You can even see it here in just this little swing. You got some hidden bullish divergence there on the daily. So it tells you that the trend will continue to the upside. You know, so we fight with that traditional sphere. Tells us that we'll be okay. Things will be all right. But what a pounding by ETH. Back down to 929. Unbelievable. And what you want to do too is possibly pull a Fibonacci retracement on this and see where you're at. So Alt F. Alt. Not there. Alt F like right here. Come on, guys. Alt F me. There you go. Stop playing games. So we came all the way to 382 Fibonacci, which is insane, right? And we come to the 0.5, and then the golden pocket will be 661 and 700. Back again for ETH. If ETH goes back to 600, I'll be pissed. I wouldn't like to see that, honestly. Let's see this 21-day moving average. Could hold us. It's a lot of times that's what we hit in a bear market. In a bull market, we don't really go below it. You can see that. It becomes a catalyst to keep continuing to move. So we'll see. Like, we're halfway through the pain here on the daily. We just need some red to come out, move back down on the Stokes, and we'll see where we end up as well. But there's no Stokes. Let me add the Stokes real quick. Yeah, Stokes got to come back down. Everything has to retrace. $930 ETH, man. Even EGLD. There isn't a coin that didn't take a pounding today. Like an absolute pounding. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. I wonder how much retail sold, you know? Always sell your targets, man. Because you would have sold up here nicely and just been waiting at 42 to get back in it. And you could have bought so much back. Increased your bag size, doubled up, tripled up, you name it. I go over Fluent a lot. Fluent's doing really good. You see it? It did get this wick down, but it got bought right back up off of 426. Pretty insane buy up right there. But you can see Fluent is in this pattern, and it broke down, but broke right back in. To me, I'm bullish. I'm still bullish on Fluent. Actually, would be a perfect time right now. Me personally, this isn't financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. But me personally, this is like a screaming buy to me. Especially with the Dow holding bullish still. Overall health looking pretty healthy. 70% gains out of FLNT. So I like where FLNT is right now, holding the bottom of the trend line, curving up on the Stokes in the 4 hour. This thing looks ready to rock. Perfect price right now is $513. I like it. I like it a lot. One thing I am going to do, I'm going to disable comments for these videos because the comments were the reason I believe I was getting strikes. Too many scammers would go into the comment section. They do a bunch of craziness, you know, sending people links saying, hey, go into my Telegram, do all that. They did all sorts of wacky, weird business. And I'm just going to have to delete the comments. Not here. Like the live comments they don't get added, but they get to be here. But yeah. ETHUSD, what you want to do is you have levels. Like if we break 929, then we're going all the way back down to about 700, which is sad. 766. If we break that, we have this one level here at 750, and if we break that, we go all the way back down to $656. So as fun as the ups are, it's disappointing when they come back down to gravity, right? But only a matter of time. Again, though, hidden bullish divergence established on ETH on the 4 hour. You have swing low to swing low here. You have swing high to swing high. That tells me that this is your entry. Whenever I see bullish divergence like this, it's an entry, you know. It's a traditional entry by the learned knowledge of technical TA. That's where a lot of people, and you have a double bottom on the Stokes, so I believe this is going to be a beautiful, beautiful position to even take a nibble. You know, you don't have to buy it all, but take a nibble, ladder in. I always say ladder in, guys. And what I mean by that is like get in like a ladder. You know, buy a little bit here, maybe buy a little bit there, or buy a little bit here. Might go down lower, buy a little bit here. Ladder in, and then you can ladder out as well. Sell half on a double, keep moving your way through. Everything completely collapsing though. Band still struggling but bouncing. But we'll see, man. This could just be people accumulating, just popping out the price for a split second as they get it back in. Look at Aave though. Just did a huge wick off 94 all the way back to 102. Got to tell you something, right? And then what you could do for that is you could start looking at the total market cap and see kind of what we're doing here. Remember, we were at 868 was really, or 818. No, 818 was our level. So I'd like to see us back to 820, 850 area. And that would kind of put me a little more at ease to see this market cap bouncing back into position. 841, okay. That's not bad. So we bounced off this low here at 810. To me, that's enough of a retracement. You don't go to 1 trillion hundred to go all the way back to 800 or 500 even. Like, that would be absolutely insane. What would be the point of that, you know? So, no more comments, guys? You guys, I run off the comments, man. We need more comments, more interaction. More interaction, man. Way more interaction. I vibe off these comments, man. Without the comments, it's just, I might as well just go do this by myself in a room. Need that interaction. Need that constant interaction, man. That's what keeps me going. 28 likes, though. How is that possible? Amazing. You guys are awesome. I appreciate that. Never got 28 likes with this amount of people watching. But hey, man, it's going to take me some time to grind back up. Joe posted a chart in Telegram. Let's take a look what Joe has to say. Measured moves in weekly support for CRV Bitcoin. Safer entry here. Break out of the box. Interesting. Has a little bit of a bull flag forming. Could it get back up 23.3%? Then make it up to 65. Then all the way to 103%. Keep your stop loss here at the bottom of this trend. Measured moves for weekly support on CRV BTC. Let's take a look at CRV BTC. Bitcoin. I just want to kind of get a look at some Bitcoin comparisons as well. I think ETH will be well over 1,000 by the end of the day. Interesting. I like to hear that. Hey, this market cap's forming up. Another 50 billion came back in. Hey, if they could take 200 billion out that fast, they could put 200 billion back in. So remember that. Loving the stream, man. Thank you so much, man. Sorry, bro. I am at work listening with AirPods. What makes you sorry, man? I love you. Don't be sorry. Let me give one tip for Bitcoin. Of course. Of course. Please, by all means. Check this indicator. Let me know. We'll go do it right now. Look, we'll delete all my indicators. X this. X this. X this. Yeah, the pi cycle. You've been showing us the pi cycle and the tops and the bottoms, and you did say that if it hit that line that we were going to go down every time. Let's see which one it is. Pi. Maybe I have to do a capital P, I, cycle. Can't find it. Oh, wait, yep, here it is. Pi cycle indicator by Blazarian Candle. Oh, I have it, actually. I was using it the other day because you had it. Let me take off the moving averages. Now, there's some stuff you have to add into Pi cycle. Most accurate market top for Bitcoin is the pi cycle. But look, it didn't do anything. Like, I don't see anything on the chart. Isn't that weird? I don't see the indicator anywhere, which is weird, right? Look, pi cycle. If I turn it on and off, like, nothing happens. Oh, it doesn't work on any other frame, probably. Yeah, but the indicator is just not there. I don't see it. I don't see it anywhere. Indicator is not there. This is the wrong one, apparently. Yeah, whenever you tell someone to post an indicator, if you guys could do something like this, like, because there's so many indicators, right? And look how much time I've wasted. Go to setting and signal to show the MAs. Show moving averages. Okay. Aha. Okay, so I'm on the monthly with the pi cycle. And now what? Double bottom pounded up. What a wick down, man. That's horrible, bro. It looks just like this, which is kind of scary. You know? We go through another 6 months of this crap. Come out in June. 32,000 though. We're getting that bounce off of 30K, which is good so far. Money coming back in. My whole thing is, where can they put the money? When the orange line crosses the green, that'll be the top. Like here, we got close. We didn't cross though. Yeah, but you had a better version of it. Like, you had a projected version of it, so you could see it in a logarithmic. Like, I remember your pi cycle chart was amazing. I think you sent it to me. Let me take a check. I believe you sent it to me. Yeah, you did. Let me show you guys what he's talking about. So he's saying, see how they topped right there and they topped right here? Pi cycle top. Pi cycle top. So when these top, that will be the top. I think it's going to be above this, though. See how this curves down like that? They're thinking the top may be 200,000, but yeah, it could be actually. Actually, even with the bend here, we still could get over into the 300,000 region, right? There's your 80,000 and upwards and upwards. So, hey, yeah, I like it. I think it's cool. Look at there. Here they topped. That was the top. Here they touched. That was the top. Pi cycle top, pi cycle top, pi cycle top. I like it, man. Pi cycle, Bitcoin long growth curves. So you got to hit Bitcoin long growth curves too. Now you were on the daily on the pi cycle. Let's take a look. Now they never touch on the daily. I'm trying to see, like, or maybe your pi cycle is not the same. You might have some different settings than I do, honestly. So pi cycle, guys, we may have found a way to find the tops and the bottoms of anything is by using pi cycle, which is pretty interesting, to say the least. Pivot extension strategy, pi. I'll try this one here by Narindo. Maybe this one's better. And we'll take this other one away. Interesting. This one also doesn't have them touching though, like yours does, which is interesting. Like, I can't recreate your chart is what I'm trying to say, which is frustrating. You are on the Brave New Liquid Index, you know, on the 1 month, but I can't seem to recreate your chart in the same way you were showing it. So we have to do this alone. You must use the BLX chart, right? You said it. Oh, okay. All right, cool. I don't know, man. It's accurate, but how accurate, right? It's all right. Like here, it didn't really, I guess it's not going to call an immediate top. It's saying that's the top. But here, it didn't do a good job. You would have sold so late on this. It put the top here, though, with the red line. Pi cycle top. I'm still confused by it exactly. Oh, I guess they touched right there. So they don't have to touch with the price. It's when they touch. I get it now. So they touch there. That's the top. Look at that. Somehow this does nail it pretty well. Look, they touched here. That was a top. Right there. I get it, though. I get it now. I get it. Here it got real close, but it was not a top, right? Yeah, so we're not even close to a top yet, is what the Pi Cycle's saying. So there's no reason to sell your Bitcoin until these lines get really close. That is when you should decide that it's a good time. So, and I'm actually going to trust this because you know what? It did pretty well. 1, 2, 3 times with the big boys. So I like the Pi Cycle. I'm with it, man. How come they're saying Bitcoin's 38,000 right here? What is that all about? Why is this doing that? Why is this wrong? Whatever. This is completely wrong. I don't know where this is. It's offline. I guess this one got taken offline. Let me put a new one in. BLX. Still doing the same thing. 38101. I don't get it. Anyway, I'll have to figure that out. But I like this. I like what you're saying here on the Pi Cycle. And if anyone's picking up what we're putting down, I hope you figure it out. Wow. That's so sad. That is really sad. Total market cap went all the way to 240. But we're moving back up 640. Interesting. Very interesting. 868 off our low bounce of 800 billion. So we're up $68 billion so far. Coming back into the move. Now I'm looking for the bottom one. I guess so. You got an indicator to find the top. Now you're finding an indicator to find the bottom. $872, another 10 billion. Can we get back to 900? That would be beautiful. Just get us into the nines and I'll be okay, man. We'll make it through the day. What a bloodbath, though. It was a bloodbath. They did it in one night. Like, come on, man. You know what's happening. But look, 32 now. Wow, Bitcoin is doing a bit of a bounce now here. It is forming bullish divergence and bouncing off of the bottom trend line. And growing. This could be a major bounce back to 40K, like you wouldn't believe. Like Bitcoin will do as amazing as it did something down, it could do something amazing back up. You know what I'm saying? Wow, though, it's been getting tough out here. Unbelievable. What a fleecing. And these coins, they fight so hard to get up where they are and then just bang, you know. Wow, about to go to 33,000 though. Bitcoin doing something at least. Up 10% now. You could say Bitcoin's up 10% in the last 2 hours. Something substantial. I think it could be a bull trap. We could have more down. I don't trust it right now. I need the dust to settle. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not going to be able to tell you where I think Bitcoin's going right now. I really don't. I got to wait for the dust to clear and see what's going on here. Too much happened. Too much panic selling. Too much back and forth here. You do see this rounded top. Rounded tops are bearish. See, when this top got rounded, because you know rounded tops are bullish. Another cool way to do a rounded top, come from the left side, and you'll curve it left. Pretty cool, right? I found that out. If you come from the right side, you'll curve it right. But that's not good. That's actually like, look, it's a cup and handle if you flipped it. the opposite way, like handle cup. But the look at that. Rounded top tells you like we have more room to go. Like we found a base and we're gonna make our move. And it looks bullish, you know, it's interesting. Bull trap for me too. Yeah, ETH buying back up. We'll see what happens, man. Are they trying to sick people into getting in, or is this the dip buys? See, the bull trap would look just like a dip buy, so we won't be able to see exactly what's occurring, honestly. But ETH did just bounce from 920 all the way back to 1,000, basically. There it is. It hits 1,000, and this, my man Stone YGM said it will be well over 1,000 by the end of the day. Stone YGM already killing it. So don't get devastated. Have a plan, make a plan, keep a plan. You know, keep moving. Keep moving. Don't freeze up. Yeah, there's possible bullish divergence. As long as the price, if the price does keep getting lower though, we won't have it, right? We just have to take it. We do have to take Bitcoin level by level. There's no way of knowing exactly what's going on. The same as Ether. If we can break above 1,000, then our next place is 1,076. We break 1,076, we're back to 1195. We break 1195, we're back to 1254, and we break that, we're all the way back to 1347 and into those temporary all-time highs, and then to break the all-time high. All right, guys, that's going to do it for the night, for the day. I hope you had a wonderful morning with me. I hope you enjoyed the show. As we bounce back to the likes that we used to get, back to the movement. I'm loving it. 28 likes. Really appreciate that, guys. That's going to do great for the channel. That's going to help us propel ourselves into the next level. Interesting. Have a wonderful, guys. Earn free Bitcoin with this next crypto gem. Interesting. I'll look into that for you guys too. Some cool news for tomorrow. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. And remember, if you came to my channel, then you are already doing the right thing. And check it out. We do the ending screen now. I love y'all. Have a wonderful day. One thing. Crypto is life.